And we are live, ladies and gentlemen. This is the African Fighting Game Circuit Tournament number 2, Mortal Kombat 11 PC, brought to you by CharlieWolf Gaming. We've got a stacked lineup tonight, guys. So, as you can see, we've got Parasurama going to face DexterFury. We've got Atrocity taking on Nevermore. Atrocity being just about everybody's fan favorite to take this tournament. We've got myself, CharlieWolf, taking on the former champ, Ngoni 615. Well, he's still the current champ. He could very well still make his way back into the grand finals, which are due to take place on Thursday. And then to finish the night off, we've got Emperor-Enzo going up against Eddsta. We're just waiting on DexterFury to accept the invitation to join the COTH. And then we should be ready to get this first game underway. While we are waiting, I'm just going to share the link with the PS4 group as well as the Steam group. DexterFury, if we can just make sure that you are in fact going to be joining us tonight. We have Para in the lobby waiting for you to come and join him. In the meantime, guys, it's been a fantastic tournament so far. We've got just under 600 views since the tournament has kicked off last week, Monday, I believe it was. And we are most likely going to be continuing this until Thursday. My ultimate dream would be to get 1,000 views collectively before the end of this tournament. We are waiting for DexterFury. Parasurama is with us in the lobby. In the meantime, while we're waiting for DexterFury to join us, if somebody from the Steam group could maybe just let Dexter know that we are in fact waiting on him to come and join us. If I'm not mistaken, I did see DexterFury in the Mortal Kombat Steam, so I'm just sending him a message as well, just for him to know that we are waiting for you. And then we can get this night's action underway. And what a night of action is going to be. We've got, like I said, everybody's fan favorite being Atrocity. We've got him up tonight against Nevermore, I believe it is. And we've also got our former champ who's going to be joining us tonight, taking on myself, CharlieWolf. Dexter has asked for 5 minutes, guys, so just while we are waiting on Dexter to come in and join us, just welcome to everybody. I think I've seen most of tonight's competitors here, so hopefully tonight is going to be a fairly smooth night. Hopefully we're not going to have too many desyncs and games crashing, which is just one of those realities that we as Mortal Kombat 11 players on PC have to contend with. My stance has always been the same, that if we do experience a desync, it's going to be fairly simple. We're going to go back into the lobby. We're going to invite everybody back in, and we're just going to continue as per normal. So, like I said, guys, we've got about 600 views already. This tournament is most likely going to be finished this week, with grand finals scheduled to happen on Thursday. And like I said, my ultimate dream would be for collectively this tournament to have attracted 1,000 views. At the moment, the channel has grown from about 25 to about 55 people. Thank you so much, guys, for number one, supporting African gaming, and more importantly, supporting and keeping alive Mortal Kombat 11. I think that's the one thing that me as the tournament host and many of the guys that are competing in this tournament, that's our dream, just to make sure that Mortal Kombat 11 stays alive. Combat League, there is a bit of a negotiation going around as to whether it's going to continue. I, for one, feel that Combat League is probably one of the most toxic online platforms for a competitive fighting game. DexterFury has joined us, guys, so without further ado, I am going to go back into the main screen, and we should be able to get this match underway. I'm also quite proud just to announce and give props to one of our competitors who's still in the winner's side of the bracket, being Nevermore, for designing our AFGC team logo. Absolutely fantastic. There's the dark background, there's the white background. I'm really chuffed with this design. So Chris, thank you so much for your contribution, for the logo, and I think we're about to get underway.
Special Forces Desert Command.
So guys, if you can just let me know if everything is running smooth in the stream, if you can see my face, if you can hear the audio. Please keep that chat alive now.
My God, pinch me.
Okay, so we've got the Cassie mirror match here between Dexter and Parasurama. Ngoni, Esports Zimbabwe, Eddsta, Sanazuki, welcome to the chat. Please keep it up, guys. Okay, this is the match that everybody's been waiting for this evening. Two PS4 veterans going back to, I think, Mortal Kombat 9, Mortal Kombat X at least, I think even a bit of Injustice 1. Fairly even on life at this moment, as both of them are just feeding each other out with low gunshots. Nice t-shirt collar, thank you Sanazuki. Ngoni obviously got his peeps from Zimbabwe to come in and support him. Thanks so much guys from Zimbabwe, thank you Ngoni. As hopefully Para's trying to close this round, but there's a very tightly contested first round this, and I think what an anti-air. Para closing that. Oh no, it was Dexter. Gosh, I'm confused with the Cassie cages already. But Dexter taking the first round in this first to three setting, guys. Every single match in this tournament up to now has been a first to three setting. The only exception to that rule is with the grand finals being a first to five, including that of the reset, should there be a reset. So it was a great anti-air from Dexter to close out that first round. Bit of a life lead as well. Para with the air escape, but unfortunately Dexter going back onto the attack. And this looks like the first round is going to go to Dexter. The first match going to Dexter. Dexter quite convincingly at the end, taking that game by one, or well, taking that first game rather, up by 1-0. Guys from Esports Zimbabwe, it's the first time I'm seeing you active in the chat. Thank you so much for joining us. Ngoni, I'll be seeing you a little bit later. Sanazuki, thank you again for participating in the chat as I update the scores here, guys, with Dexter being up by 1-0 in this first to three setting.
Cassandra Cage.
Para going to Jade. I just missed the variation pick. I'll be able to see quite shortly. I know Para's quite known for using the Emerald Defender variation when he does take Jade. Let's just see what the move suggests in the loading screen. There's an upward razorang there, so that is in fact the Edenian, or sorry, the Emerald Defender variation. To the 8 guys in the chat so far, welcome. Thank you for your contribution. As we get game number 2 underway with DexterFury leading by 1-0. Okay, will they let the intros rock? Just for them to compose themselves. Cassie with the swagger.
We are not enemies, Commander Cage.
Jade showing some respect, calling her
exchange. That's agreeable.
Round 1.
Calling her the commander, so military decorum obviously quite big to Jade as well. That's the down 2 crushing blow, followed by another down 2, 302 life point damage, and a flawless block there by by Dexter rather. Full combo punish. Jade probably with one of the most effective down 2s. Para establishing a bit of pressure here with Jade. Gets the conversion with the shadow kick. Exercising some patience as he closes out that first round in the second game. Dexter has to think a bit about this one because Para much more comfortable with Jade by the looks of it than what he was in the Cassie mirror. Perfectly timed purple glow there. Another anti-air from DexterFury. Good play here from Parasurama as he's hopefully going to try to close the second match. Another back three into a forward grab. Good down one interrupt there, and Dexter looks like he's on the ropes here.
Finish.
As Para convincingly takes that second game. This is really turning out to be an interesting game, guys. Guys, in the chat, if you are actively watching, this would probably be a nice time for you to send a couple of predictions through. At the point in time, it's one game apiece. DexterFury going down to Parasurama's Jade. DexterFury probably going to consider a character swap. Okay, guys, as I've mentioned many times before, whenever I do update the scores, unfortunately you're going to hear a brief moment of silence.
Wuxi Dragon Grotto.
Okay, Sheng2, I have sent you an invite to the Koth. If you can please accept the invitation and go AFK as soon as possible. Lito Shaw, welcome. Kiki Buerta suggests it's going to be 3-2 in favor of Wu Kiki. Sanazuki, hello, welcome, and welcome back. And how's about the prediction there from you, Lito Shaw? Hello, thank you so much for your contribution. Thank you so much for not just tonight, but your contribution for as long as this tournament has been on. It's not going unnoticed. Ngoni, stop being boring with your 3-3 prediction. Konnichiwa.
That bow staff won't touch me.
It will bruise you, Cassandra.
Them's fighting words, Jade.
Round
I
one.
think Dexter will take it, says Ngoni. Let's see. Para looking extremely convincing with that Jade pick. Okay, so DexterFury has actually changed variations and he's gone for the Yas Queen variation. Yas Queen, Yas Queen. He's changed variations to variation 2. So he's got the dive, he's got the... I don't know what the explosion is. But I think at the expense of the low shots.
Hardcore!
Okay, interesting third match this. As both players are experiencing a life... probably tied on life points at the moment as Para slowly but surely takes the lead in terms of life, and Dexter's going to have to work his way back in here. Jade probably one of the most effective keep away characters. And you know, this is a tournament setting, but DexterFury lands the fatal blow. And Parasurama is just going to have to think about this now because he still has quite a significant life lead. And he takes the round. DexterFury unfortunately wasted the fatal blow in the first round, so he now has to face the rest of the match without the luxury of that fatal blow to call on, as Parasurama is once again going to just establish a bit of space control. Missed opportunity there from Dexter. Gets the shadow dive. Not quite sure what the move is called, so I'm going to call it whatever I see fit, guys. Unfortunately, I don't get to see all these variations being played on a daily basis, so not familiar with the names of the moves. Jade with that low projectile there. But Dexter trying to work his way in. Okay, missed the fatal blow punish there. Okay, this is a very effective strategy here from Parasurama. Gets the back two into the shadow kick. Anybody from the PlayStation 4 community, as the shadow kick lands into a crushing blow, and Dexter's on the ropes right here. Parasurama taking the third game. Again, I have to say, quite convincingly. Okay, Sheng2, welcome to the Koth lobby. Thank you for going AFK. As Parasurama is in a 2-1 lead after going down by 1-0. Dexter is going to have to think now. Is he going to go for the Cabal pick? Because Parasurama is looking overly comfortable with the Jade pick now, and DexterFury going to have to just think about what he's going to bring to this match number 4, because going down 2-1,
Cassandra Cage. Cabal.
he goes for the Cabal pick. This is where things get a bit interesting though.
Tarkatan War.
A well-timed Nomad dash can easily overcome Jade's air projectile, so it's going to be quite interesting to see what's going to happen here. At the moment, it's Parasurama 2, DexterFury 1. Ngoni, I'm not sure your prediction's looking too strong at the moment, but the game is far from over, guys. The range on that fatal blow. I'm assuming you're talking about Cassie Cage's fatal blow. Unfortunately, it was used in the first round. It was wasted in the first round, so let's see what the players are going to bring in game number 4. Terry Kluter, welcome. Para and Dexter, yes indeed. It's 2-1 to Para at the moment, as you can see on the score on your screen, Terry. So welcome to the stream. I'm not sure if I've seen you here before, but thank you for your contribution, for your participation. Really appreciate it. Okay, there's the first Nomad dash of the game. Dexter going for the mean streak variation. Should be another. Okay, Para with the wake up. Oh, unfortunately left open there.
Too slow.
Okay, Dexter looking comfortable with the low projectiles to close out that first round.
Round 2.
I see you, Terry. You are here, as well as about 13 other people watching this live stream right now. Guys, thank you so much. The number might seem low to everybody, but you have no idea how much I appreciate your contribution to the chat, to the channel, and your support to Mortal Kombat 11 on PC. That's a great conversion there by Para, and taking a bit of life lead, but a Nomad dash from downtown as Dexter establishes a bit of momentum going into this fourth match rather, trying to close it out. Dexter here with the optimal stuff, trying the crushing blow combo. It doesn't quite work, as Para is aware, but unfortunately Para is going to quite tense, flawless block to close out this game number 4. And guys, to start off the evening, we're going straight to a game number 5 as Dexter levels the scores 2 apiece. This is going to be interesting. It is in fact fire, Little. It is fire, and this is probably the toughest one to call. Parasurama is probably going to think about going back to the Cassie pick here. As Dexter took that particular match probably quite convincingly as well. Parasurama,
Cabal.
probably as predicted, going back to the Cassie Cage pick. Guys, let's have some fun in the chat. If you believe that DexterFury is going to take this match, please type 1 in the chat. If you believe Parasurama is going to be the victor, please type 2 in the chat. I'm not going to put my head in the block to say anybody's going to win. Unfortunately, or fortunately, however you want to look at it, that's not my job. My job is to host this tournament and hope that everybody else around me is having fun. I sure am having lots of fun. 1 for Dexter, 2 for Para. Let's see your predictions in the chat. Christopher Eddie, welcome. Saying that Parasurama is going to take it. Leicester as well. Sanazuki, unfortunately, for all the Parasurama supporters, saying that DexterFury is going to be taking this game. 3-2 to Para, says Nevermore. Let's see, guys.
Like a bloodhound.
Dude,
I'm on the fence. I'm with you. I'm with you, Terry.
Round 1. Fight.
Okay, great grab tech there from Para. Unfortunately, misses the low grab. The low gunshot, rather, as Dexter gets that backward grab going. And he got some projectiles going here. Not sure how effective these trades are. Low profile that particular projectile, and maybe that's what Para should be looking for. Try to low profile some of those projectiles so that you can get a bit of a life lead. Almost clever with that amplified gunshots. Oh, crushing blow there. Misses the conversion, does Dexter, but he gets the backward grab, and Para on the ropes at the moment. That Cabal is no joke. And he closes that first round in game number 5 out. It's match point to DexterFury right now, and Parasurama with a bit of a mountain to climb. Gets the crushing blow down 2. Great conversion. 409 damage. 50% life lead right now, and Parasurama DexterFury with the air escape. Probably a bit lucky to air escape there as well, because Parasurama. Oh. DexterFury with the optimal stuff. No, he's not finished the combo there. Oh, this is trouble. Great air escape from Para. Crushing blow. And Dexter closes it out by 3-2. Finishes it off with a crushing blow. Tries to continue the combo. Fatal blows at the end. DexterFury taking that first game by 3-2. And what a great first game to have asked for, guys. Absolutely fantastic. Guys, thank you so much for entertaining the Mortal Kombat 11 Team Africa community. DexterFury with the victory there, going into the winners finals to face either Atrocity or Nevermore. I saw a comment in the chat here saying that this Cabal is no joke, and quite clearly to overcome Parasurama is no joke. Guys, 3-2 to DexterFury. We've now got Atrocity taking on Nevermore. So if the guys that just played this particular match, Parasurama and DexterFury, you can please leave the Koth. As we get the next matches in. So guys, that was some crazy stuff there between Parasurama and DexterFury. As you can see that our next match is between Atrocity and Nevermore. So let's just get those players into the okay, before Ngoni and I take each other on, Saint, it is going to firstly be Atrocity versus Nevermore. So if I can just get Atrocity, who I've seen here. Is Nevermore in the Steam lobby? Let's just see. He is. So let me just inform my good friend Saint here. Okay, Atrocity has joined us, guys. So between Atrocity and Nevermore, we've got two really strong players, and Atrocity looking extremely strong throughout this tournament. Nevermore equally so. So we're about to get this match underway, guys. Let's just... Okay, something went wrong in the Steam lobby, so let's just go back to the intermission screen. Now I think everything is fine. I think everything is perfectly fine here as we get into the...
Kung Lao.
So Saint is less. I'm just going to try and invite Saint again.
Colosseum Beast Pen.
Okay, so as things stand here, it's Atrocity who has taken Eren Black. Variation, I'm not entirely sure. He's gone for the Barking Eyes variation, and Nevermore going with the Hatrix variation, I believe it is. Bevan Farrow. Kiki taking this one. Graham Savage, welcome to the chat. Really appreciate it. Okay, as we get the second game underway tonight, guys. Oh, he left himself open there with that failed dive kick attempt. Empties out an entire gun on Kung Lao, but Atrocity already established quite a bit of a life lead. Tries the slide cancel. Nevermore trying to grab Atrocity, but it's really not working. And Atrocity taking that first game.
Round 2. Fight.
Guys, thank you for your contributions in the chat. Is there anybody from the PS4 community in the chat? Please just send a message in the chat just to let me know that you are in fact here. As Atrocity trying to establish a 50% life lead in the second round. Crushing blow. Okay, unfortunately Nevermore probably 3 for 3, 4 for 4 right now. I wonder if we're going to see a mercy from Atrocity. Not at all. I think just judging by that particular match, you can probably understand why Atrocity is seen to be everybody's fan favorite. To probably go all the way and take this particular tournament. He's still got a way to go because Parasurama is not out. DexterFury is still there. Nevermore could very much still turn this around. So we've really got some strong competitors here, guys. So I don't think it's cast in stone as to who's going to be victorious in this particular tournament. We've still got our reigning champion still very much still in the tournament as well. Atrocity out for blood, said Sanazuki. Atrocity always out for blood.
Fight Club.
What is Ndwani doing there? The whole gang is here, bro. Says Graham Savage. Christopher Eddy, welcome. I believe you are in action tonight as well. Looking forward to that match. I believe it's yourself versus... Oh, I can't remember who your opponent is. Emperor-Enzo.
Round 1. Fight.
Okay, there's the first grab that I believe Nevermore has successfully completed, so... Emptying out the battle again, standing one, gets another grab there, and Nevermore trying to mix it up just a little bit. Watch for the slide cancel. Oh, crushing blow there on the back grab. Nevermore taking that first round of game number 2, looking much more comfortable in that round there, Nevermore.
Fight.
I see the grabs are starting to work now against Atrocity. In the first game, unfortunately, every attempt was ticked. Nevermore with the air escape. Tick throw there by Atrocity, mixing it up just a little bit. Good range on that. What a wonderful jump. Another grab. He's got about 6 life points left.
Finish him.
And Nevermore convincingly. His teabag was probably more convincing than the victory. Well, as things stand now, guys, it's one game apiece. Atrocity, Nevermore, the turbo bags. Let's go Nevermore, says Bevan Faro. So while we're waiting for the next game to get underway, I am going to be updating the scores. It is now one apiece between Nevermore and Atrocity. Very premature in my experience to teabag Atrocity, especially when it's far from finish. Atrocity probably going to contemplate who he's going to pick in this second or third match rather. One game apiece between these two very strong competitors. Yoshman, welcome. Laughing there for Nevermore's antics. Nevermore is all about fun, guys. If you have a little bit of exposure to Nevermore, you'll know that he loves MK11. He loves having fun. He loves competing.
Tournament.
Christopher Eddy with the nice capital letters. Let's go Nevermore. Guys, teabag him every chance you can get. It might never happen again, says Christopher Eddy. Sanazuki, man, you are just sad, says Ngoni. I'm happy right now, guys.
Round
So
one. Fight.
if you're looking forward to this zombie-looking Liu Kang done here by Atrocity. Okay, this is where things get a little bit tricky for Kung Lao. Okay, attempt to grab yet again, but unfortunately suffers a crushing blow. Suffers a 410 damage, and in double quick time, Atrocity takes that round in this game number
Round
3.
two. Fight.
Okay, I think that's crushing blow loaded. Up, up, up. That's one crushing blow. And that's 2 crushing blows. Will we see a teabag in return?
Finish him.
No, we see a fatality instead. Guys, this is quite interesting. Nevermore taking that game number 2, basically forcing
Fatality.
Atrocity into the Liu Kang pick,
Liu Kang wins.
who takes game number 3 quite convincingly. Guys, it's 2-1 to Atrocity at the moment. Let me know if you think Nevermore is going to turn this around, or whether Atrocity, like most of the games that he's competed in thus far in this tournament, has taken his matches by 3 games to 1. At this point in time, it's 2-1 to Atrocity.
Liu Kang.
Nevermore doesn't waste too much time, goes back to the Kung Lao pick, goes back to the hat-trick variation. He's starting to that pick now for the rest of this match, so it is Atrocity fighting to take this match by 3 games to 1. Nevermore has to basically beat Atrocity here to take this into a game number 5. Will this go to a game number 5 like our very first match of the evening, guys? It's yet to be seen, so
Round one.
let's see what's
Fight.
going to happen here. Okay, Nevermore. With another back grab. Crushing blow in the first round. He might have wasted that. Okay, amplified bicycle kick. Get another back grab from Nevermore.
Razor sharp.
Ooh, unfortunately the grab didn't work. Down 1 to close out that round, and it's match point to Atrocity as we go into this final, or possibly
Round two.
final round of this match. Nevermore used a couple of crushing blows. Atrocity with a down 2. Plus frames. Nope. Unfortunately, his crushing blow has been used. Okay, not looking too... Atrocity knows exactly when his turn is, and he's going to more plus frames, tries the short up. Nevermore fighting back. It's not quite finished yet, guys. Atrocity with the anti-air. Oh, unfortunately, this is going to spell probably one of the fastest teabags. No. I almost got excited there. I thought we were going to see a Mercy, but the only thing we're going to see is Liu Kang's old school fatality. As Atrocity takes that by 3-1. Lester Lombardo, LOL.
Fatality.
Another fatality.
Liu
Quite right.
Kang wins.
So guys, as you're experiencing the silence, I'm just going to prepare for the next match between myself and Ngoni, the reigning champion. As you guys have probably seen in my previous matches, whenever I do manage to play a match, unfortunately I tend to go very silent, and that's purely, I'll just blame the concentration for it. I didn't actually expect myself to come this far in the tournament. To be quite honest with you, I wasn't actually going to compete. But you know how things go. When the temptation is there, you can't resist the temptation, especially when it comes to playing Mortal Kombat 11. So, I have invited Ngoni. Ngoni seems extremely ready for this particular match. He's been labbing silently. Sent invite Ngoni. Thanks so much, Shen2. I must still get used to saying your name, dude. I'm going to call you Solomon, or I'm going to call you Saint Franklin Kinyua. Welcome to the chat. Ngoni is busy launching game. I'm sure Ngoni was hiding his online status just to not let everybody see that he is busy labbing himself to death here. Haven't been labbing, my bro? Yeah, right. I've seen you online, Ngoni. I was asking a couple of my fellow MK competitors this afternoon who they think I should play in this particular matchup, because Ngoni is such a tricky customer. He's on his way right now, guys, so it's not too long. The game is due to start at 22. Eddie, shut up, says Ngoni. Be nice, Ngoni. You might still have to face Eddie in a future match in this tournament. So, no matter how Ngoni lads is going to get wrecked. I don't think so, Sanazuki. Okay, as I exit AFK, guys, we are getting into the match.
Cabal. Aaron Black.
Okay, Ngoni.
The Hourglass.
All the best, my friend. As we go into this game number 1.
Round 1. Fight.
Ngoni with the back grab there.
Oh, I'm just warming up.
Round 2. Fight.
Crushing blow. Probably going to eat a bit of a combo here.
Too long.
Finish him. Aaron Black wins.
Okay, first game going to myself. As we experience a little bit of silence as I update the score, guys. You're probably sick and tired of me saying this, but I'm also just considering the new viewers out there. Wonder we're going to see a character change here by Ngoni.
Aaron Black.
Hovering over Noob Cybot, this is something new to me if he's even considering playing Noob Cybot, because I've never seen Ngoni play Noob Cybot yet. I've seen him play Jackie, I've seen him play Sub-Zero.
Jacqueline Briggs. Kotal's Coliseum. Round 1. Fight.
Crush and blow. Baited him and it worked.
Round 2. Fight.
Okay, good corner pressure here applied by Ngoni. Okay, let's see if we can get this back. Nope.
No pain, no gain.
Final round. Fight.
Gordy with the fatal blow. CharlieWolf with the fatal blow to close out game number 2. Think he got a bit too
Finish her.
let's just give this to him just to make him aware that if he wants to come back from this, he's got reason to give me a fatality. Boom. Okay, it's 2-0 to myself, guys, as I update the score.
Black wins.
Let's just wait for the announcer to confirm that Eren Black has in fact won. I wonder if we're going to see the Sonya pick from Ngoni here, because
Eren Black.
he does have a Sonya, a very mix-up heavy Sonya. Tafadzwa, welcome. I think the name sounds familiar from the PS4 chat, if I'm not mistaken. Thank you for your contribution. Sanazuki, Carlos, Charlie Spare reading some salt, I think you were saying. That bait, yeah, I'm kind of proud about that bait.
Sonya Blade.
He's gone for the Sonya pick. Let's see if I'll get Shang Tsung's. Unfortunately not. My favorite stays, for those of you who most likely have seen it on all my streams, on all my videos, even on all our private matches, guys. I love the Shang Tsung's Island Ruins.
Round 1. Fight.
Tafadzwa, it's all good. Baited, fell for it. If you got the resources, use them. Okay, this is where things get a bit tricky now, because I don't have the fatal blow.
Round 2. Fight.
So let's start off with the crushing blow. Crushing blow. RDW17, welcome.
Final round. Fight.
fatal blow there.
Finish her.
Okay, the champ has fallen, guys. Ngoni is out of this tournament.
Fatality. Aaron Black wins.
Yellow slide seals it. Sheldon, I know you've been asking me since forever, guy, to give you a few matches on the PlayStation 4. I think tonight, we might just be able to do that. Charlie and Monster in his own tournament. Thanks, Eddie. Okay, guys, before we get started with the next match, I must be honest with you guys. I'm hoping that our good friend, Mr. Emperor-Enzo, is in fact in the Steam lobby as we go onto the intermission screen. Emperor-Enzo going to take on Eddsta right now. So let me just see if Emperor-Enzo is in fact in the stream or not. Let's just see. We've got Eddsta, who's already joined us. Emperor-Enzo is not online. This is one of those things, guys. I remember Emperor-Enzo saying not so long ago that he can play any time tonight, so I'm not sure where exactly he is. The game is due to start, if I'm not mistaken, at 9 o'clock. So he's essentially still got 5 minutes, guys. So just to keep you here while we're waiting for Enzo to join us, I'm just going to send Enzo a WhatsApp message so that he's aware that he needs to be joining us. Okay, so Enzo, where you at? We are waiting for you. Waiting for you, guy. Okay, the tournament is in fact, the tournament match rather is supposed to take place at 9 o'clock. I see Enzo has responded, so he will be joining us shortly, guys. While we are waiting, I'm going to stay on the intermission screen. What I am going to do is I'm just going to get some Mortal Kombat tunes playing for you guys. And I'll probably see you in the next 2 to 3 minutes or so. Okay guys, Emperor-Enzo has joined us. It is 9 o'clock, so he's bang on time. And just to all the contestants tonight, thank you so much for being here on time. The stream has run extremely smooth. We're into our final game for the evening. Eddsta's waiting in the lobby, and Emperor-Enzo will be joining us shortly. So what I have done in the meantime, I've sent Emperor-Enzo a invite to the lobby. So you should be joining us shortly. Eddsta, thank you for your patience. So just to go through the matches again, Parasurama going down 3-2 to DexterFury. Atrocity taking a 3-1 over Nevermore, and then myself, CharlieWolf, beating our reigning champion by 3-0. We are going into our final match of the evening, guys, between Emperor-Enzo and Eddsta. Eddsta probably second favorite to take this tournament with his very dangerous looking Jackie Briggs, the upgraded variation. He's giving everybody a hard time. He has lost to Atrocity in the very first round, going down to losers, and he's just slowly but surely worked his way back through some very stiff competition to get to where he is now. And going into this match, I would probably say that he is favorite, but Emperor-Enzo can very well spring a surprise. So let's wait and see what exactly is going to happen here. We're just waiting on Emperor-Enzo to join us in the lobby. The invitation has been sent. Tafadzwa, thank you for the help in getting Emperor-Enzo into the match. Emperor-Enzo is here. Tafadzwa, if you know where Emperor-Enzo is, please tell him to come ASAP. I'll take the win, says Chris Eddie. It's 2 minutes past 9, Eddie, so we're not going to jump the gun just yet. We are going to give Emperor-Enzo the time. I know at the beginning of this tournament I said to all the contestants to please be ready at least 10 minutes before their match is scheduled to start, in the event that this has happened, where the matches leading up to a particular match has ended a little bit earlier. You know, I basically scheduled 20 minutes between matches in the event that it is a 3-2. I haven't seen too many 3-2s go longer than 20 minutes, so the fact that the match before this, not rubbing it in Ngoni, but because it was 3-0, we had a little bit of extra time, and Aaron Black would say jump the gun. Absolutely. Emperor-Enzo has joined us. So what we are going to do now is we're going to stop the Mortal Kombat music, and we're going to get into the swing of things. Okay, so while you are hearing a little bit of silence in the background, I am just updating the scoreboards. And then we can get this game underway. Emperor-Enzo going with a Kotal Khan pick by the looks of it. Eddsta, as we come to expect with the upgraded Jackie pick. Game number 1 is about to start in this final match of the evening. Tembulon, welcome to the chat. Let's go. I agree with you. Let's go, guys. For those of you who can see me, I've decided to spoil myself and celebrate my victory over Ngoni. And as you can see, cheers everyone. let's get this game started.
Round 1. Fight.
Jackie versus Kotal Khan. Emperor-Enzo starting off quite strong with the 241 combo. Emperor-Enzo going to start his jump game. Cheers, Sanazuki. Wow, what a down two. Okay, this is where Jackie can become a bit dangerous, because the moment she gets into this particular position where she can get a combo started, she goes for the grab instead. Not going to spend that fatal blow in the first round, I don't think. But Emperor-Enzo does. Go Eddsta, says WCC. That's Forensic. Hi, Forensic. Enzo taking the first round here, and I think it's still a bit of tournament nerves going on here, because none of the players were overly convincing in that first round. Enzo trying the tricky unblockable stuff, but Eddsta wise to it. Breakaway out of a combo, breakaway out of a grab, gets the command grab going, and I think the nice thing about this particular Kotal variation, opened up there. It's still struggling with the forward 2-2, but goes with a crushing blow straight to the face. Micro teabag. Now the ground pound, and Emperor-Enzo. He misses that third hit of that combo. Oh. Good celebration. Absolutely. Marlon, welcome to the chat, and thank you for your contribution. Marlon, one of our previous contestants in this particular tournament, going down eventually with his very, very convincing, I think it was Collector that you played, if I'm not mistaken, Marlon. Down two there from Emperor-Enzo. Oh, that fatal blow is still there. Where's the totems? Where's the... Oh, unfortunate for... Okay, this is going to be a tough one. I don't think this is going to kill. But I definitely think that it is probably going to go into a life lead. No? Okay.
Finish him.
What a first game. What a first game here, guys.
Jacqueline Briggs wins.
What a first game, as Jackie and Eddsta takes the game number 1 over Emperor-Enzo. Trying to keep the particular brand of refreshment out of bird's eye view. But as Eddie takes the lead, I'm going to be updating the scores, and I'm going to say that this game is probably not as simple or straightforward as Eddsta would have hoped for.
Kotal Khan.
What I would like to see Emperor-Enzo do is maybe just pop up a few totems there. You know, if you consider the fact that he's got a damage buff totem, considering the amount of power that Eddsta had left at the end of that match, a couple of those combos with the damage buff activated would have probably meant that Emperor-Enzo in fact took that first game. So damn, lag is a bit of an issue. Unfortunately, there's not much that we can do about this Emperor-Enzo, so you're going to have to, with Eddie, just contend with the lag.
Round 1. Fight.
Okay. Okay, got a damage buff out there. 290 on that simple combo, simply because of the damage buff with one totem. So he really needs to seize his opportunity to bring out those damage buffs, because I honestly think that his Emperor-Enzo closes that first round in this game number 2.
Round 2. Fight.
Goni, good games. Charlie, thank you. Good games to you too. 5 hits, 290 damage. Damn, says Sanazuki. Well, that's Kotal Khan for you, especially the Bullock variation, because, like I mentioned, he's got the damage buff. He's got the buff where he doesn't take as much damage. Oh, tried to standing one, anti-air jack his bionic bounce there. Again, wrong choice there by Emperor-Enzo. Should have gone for the, wow, what the down 2. Gets the tricky unblockable out.
Failure.
Okay.
Finish her.
Emperor-Enzo, very convincing in that second game. The Kotal forward 2 is a serious threat, catches me off guard all the time. My ping with Charlie is really good, says, and good call out on the down 2, I believe so. RDW, so nice to see you in the chat. So used to seeing you on the PlayStation 4. So glad that you come to join us and just support some African Mortal Kombat action on PC. Often the overlooked platform, I must be honest with you. We as a PC community unfortunately have to contend with things like regular desyncs, games crashing, Eddsta thinking whether or not he should stick with the Jackie Briggs pick. Emperor-Enzo looks like he's been doing some groundwork here, because he's now forced Eddsta for the first time in this entire tournament to switch over to the Kitana pick.
Goro's lair.
Emperor-Enzo perhaps getting under Eddsta just a little bit here. Guys, if that sounded wrong, just please keep your heads out of the trash. Half-blood stance, I think he's gone for the highborn variation as Eddsta. As Emperor-Enzo looks to establish a 2-1 lead.
Fight.
One apiece at this point in time, so okay, if he's not used to the Kitana fans, oh, not sure if that's punishable.
Praise the sun. Silence.
Okay. Gets the crushing blow. And Eddsta takes that first round in game number 3. Chat, you're a bit too quiet here. If you guys can please
Round 2.
get involved
Fight.
in the chat. Okay, I think the lag might be just playing up a little bit here. Good roll escape there. Unfortunately, the pressure from Kitana seems to be somewhat relentless. Emperor-Enzo, unfortunately, is not taking advantage of the little gaps that he has to bring out a totem or two. He brings out the fatal blow instead, and not sure if that was the wisest move, because this is not even going to give him a life lead, guys. So still has a fair way to fight back. He lives to fight another round. Things are getting quite serious here for
Final
Forensic.
round. Fight.
Premeditated move that. Melina style teleport. Okay. Emperor-Enzo forces the air escape from Eddsta. Good forward grab there. No crushing blow just yet. Low profile that. Third hit of the combo. Amplifies.
Taka.
Back grab this time. Still no crushing blow. The unblockable, and Emperor-Enzo takes the lead here. Okay, I think you might have unleashed the beast there with that little teabag there, Emperor-Enzo. But as things stand now, it's Emperor-Enzo who takes a 2-1 lead against Eddsta. Eddsta's in a bit of a sticky situation here, and I think we might see the Jackie pick coming back. As I update the scores here, guys, if you are still active in the chat, let's get some score predictions going here, guys. We're all focused on Eddsta's main. Forensic, I hear you. What do you think the final score is going to be, Forensic?
Kotal Khan. Jacqueline Briggs.
Eddsta, as predicted, going back to Jackie Briggs, and apart from the match against Atrocity, this is probably proving to be Eddsta's toughest test so far. Shokan, welcome. Brandon Jacob, so glad to see you here, guys. I hope you enjoyed the matches so far. Brandon, Shokan, I've been watching you since 2016 playing Mortal Kombat. You're an absolute inspiration, and for you to just be here tonight, I don't know what to say, but just a big thank you. Nicely done, Bullock. Very underrated. Looks super hard to read and is unpredictable. Shokan, welcome. Thank you for joining us tonight. Really, really, really appreciate
Round
it.
one. Fight.
Okay, Eddsta back with the Jackie pick. The Fudza with the sorry, my son's getting a bit crazy here in the background. Great down 2 there from Emperor-Enzo. Really looks to have been labbing this particular matchup. My boy Enzo doing his thing absolutely in Ngoni. I would really like to see some totems just coming into play here, because there's so many opportunities that Emperor-Enzo has. Okay, that's a good ground pound there from Eddsta. Good grab called out.
I don't miss.
Round 2. Fight.
Great down 2 once again. Short up there by Jackie Biggs.
You caught death.
Unfortunate there with that fatal blow attempt. It would have really finished the round.
Jacqueline Briggs wins.
You know, Shokan, the PC community is probably one of the most unloved communities when it comes to NRS titles. I mean, I don't know, for us who played Mortal Kombat X, if you can remember the absolute nightmare that it was, especially for the PC. And I think only about a year or 18 months later, they decided to release MKXL on the PC as well with the necessary updates. But you know, by that time the game had died or was on the verge of dying. We were all waiting for Injustice 2, and then when it was announced Injustice 2 wasn't coming out immediately onto PC. And again, when the PC version was released, unfortunately, Injustice was on the verge of declining.
Tank Garage Bunker.
And I think we've probably got the best level of support with the MKX or MK11 PC conversion, but unfortunately they're still plagued by little issues like desyncs and late updates, etc. But probably the best NRS experience we've had on PC, and I think that's the major reason why we're trying to keep this game alive.
Round 1.
Especially us African brothers. So we're in a game 5 in this final match of the evening. Emperor-Enzo was looking really strong, but a great 330 or 320 combo, and Emperor-Enzo. Okay, Emperor-Enzo, if you can hear me, please exercise your ability to use your totems. Whenever you see an opportunity to use the totems, please, I urge you, use them. I think that is proving to be the difference.
Stomp by a brook.
Okay, Emperor-Enzo with the wake up. Oh, great interrupt there by Jackie. Okay, kill territory here for Jackie Briggs. Match point to Eddie.
Ah, damn.
Round 2. Fight.
Okay, going for the low this time. Misses his combo, but no consequence as Eddie misses his follow-up as well. Such a tricky character is Jacqueline Briggs. And Eddie looking completely dominating in this game number 5 here. Emperor-Enzo trying to fight back with a couple of down pokes. He's got no offensive meter, he's got no offensive meter. Good jumping kick. Nope. Okay, are we in the kill territory here? Kill territory, and Eddsta takes that game by 3 games to 2. Gets the micro bags going, turbo teabag, and assure you can to finish off the evening. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. It's been an absolutely fantastic evening of Mortal Kombat action. We're closing. I think we've got 6 players left in this tournament of 24 people who've entered the tournament. We're down to the final 6, guys. Atrocity and DexterFury making it through to winners finals. We still got 4 spots in losers up for grabs, which is going to take place tomorrow. And then on Wednesday, I beg your pardon, on Thursday, we're going to have the grand finals taking place. So guys, if you are interested in staying tuned in to Mortal Kombat 11 action on PC, this is the African fighting game circuit on Steam, brought to you by CharlieWolf Gaming. This is Mortal Kombat 11 top 6 going to take place between tomorrow and Thursday. Tomorrow we'll get through the final bit of losers as well as the winners match. Thursday it will be maybe 1 or 2 matches followed by your grand finals. First to 3 setting, grand finals, the first to 5. Guys, thank you so much for joining in. Chat, everybody that participated, thank you so much. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.